everyone, this is Anna and I'm here at Hillyer for August 1st Friday, and this month's theme is Create Change, and it's all about the citizen artist. So let's go inside and check out some of the work. The colors and the image capture your attention. They're all in different shapes, but particularly the heads are made out of paper pulp. We're here with Kay Gordon, and she is the artist for this piece, Wave. And I'll hand it off to you if you could talk a little bit about your piece.
Well, it's interesting because you noticed the wave part, and so I was interested in the idea of instead of actually depicting a wave itself, that it has the definition of the wave, because I think it has a meaning to the piece, like a disturbance in space around a fixed location, or a swell, a surge, or a vibration around a fixed location, and to kind of convey these different definitions of it that move through the piece.
So this project started from walking around Baltimore and kind of seeing a lot of things that were telling you not to gather and communicate. So like I see a lot of steps that said do not sit and various things like that. And I worked at a nonprofit and I kind of saw the good and the bad of loitering, you know, from the business perspective and from like someone who doesn't have a place to go. So for me, this project is about kind of starting questions about who has access to public space and how communities are created through gathering on the street. Not so much in protest, but just in conversation.
Earlier, the theme of this exhibit is citizen artist, and there is a reoccurring theme targeting and tackling immigration, particularly refugee. And this is a particularly interesting piece. It is, at first, it just seems like a painting, but then there are these small images of refugees, particularly on boats, inserted into the painting. And it's by Andrea Limora. And the piece is called The Physical Impossibility of Death in the Mind of the Privileged.
The exhibition deals with the historical link between Mexico and the Philippines, and it's interpreted from a personal point of view because it has to do with my own heritage. So my mother's from the Philippines and I've lived in Spain, and yeah, discovering this shared history between these two nations, I mean, it's really what fascinated me. So yeah, the link is primarily through the trade, and from my own experience, what fascinated me was just the visual or aesthetic link. Also, you can see here Like I use driftwood and photo transfers of photos I took in this town called Puebla. And you can see that the surfaces are very similar, not only the colors, but yeah, the actual texture. So I use that to, try and hint at this link. And then I use old maps I found. I enlarged them and made gel transfers, and then added personal notes to them. And I provide my own interpretation of this myth of the China Poblana, who is this mythical figure who came from Asia to Mexico.
So my exhibit is called Infinite Worlds, and it's very much about the physical and different physical and conceptual dimensions and contrasts, and exploring all of that. So to backtrack a little bit, I really enjoy hiking and have an appreciation for national parks, and a lot of my inspiration comes from the natural world and the things that I see while I'm out there. And so a lot of my desert themed pieces here you'll see from Joshua Tree, Utah, the American Southwest. They very much draw on those experiences, but one thing that interested me was just all the extremes that I saw there, all the ranges, the contrast. So for instance, the desert is very, it's very beautiful, but it can also be very unforgiving. And those extreme temperatures, or also the idea of, it's a place that people kind of perceive as being barren, but it's also full of life and abundance. And so thinking about conceptually all those parallels in the landscape and the parallels or the dualities that we have in ourselves. So the things that make us who we are, and the experiences that we have. And so in my newer works, my canvas works, I try to delve into that to create really personal work that talks about like the different pieces of me. For instance, growing up as an Asian American, like this influence of East and West and how that shapes my thinking. So in a nutshell, those are the things that I'm really interested in for this show.